I guess it might be too early to ask for your manifesto, but since you've indicated interest here, having worked with Governors James Ibori, Emmanuel Udua, and Ato Ifeanyi Okowa, what will you be bringing to Deltans as governor?
Yes, you see, like I said earlier, government is a continuum, and no one government can do it all, because every day we have new challenges, and by the grace of God, when I become the governor now, I have a mantra: CARES, C-A-R-O-E-S. The C is just basically for continuity of government. Like I said, the government is a continuum, so we will not abandon what my president would have done and catching it for myself. No, you continue from where he will stop, build and sustain whatever he has done. I continue from there. And again, the A is starts from articulated industrialization and of course infrastructure development, because like I said, every day, even the roads we are building today now, tomorrow they will go back to rebuild, rehabilitate them and build new ones. And of course, I'm also aware too that we need to also take more of our use of this rate and get them engaged. And the only way you can do that is to get them busy with work. Maybe have one or two cottage industries, partner with the private sector, because we are trying to say that government should move from actually getting involved in industrialization, but they can create the enabling environment for them to operate. And of course, the R is, in all of this we need money. It's revenue. It's the emphasis will be on your revenue generation, especially you must look inwards to ensure that not just what comes from Abuja, try to see how you can opt your own revenue, so that in case anything happens, you can manage. Now, what happens in Lagos some time ago when their FAC was stopped, but they were able to manage, because they did very well, Now, of course, the other one is the E is education. You all know that our education system is we need to revamp it. So many things have gone wrong there now. So we intend having schools that will be productive, not just the theory. We'll have courses that will lean more on vocations, so that when you're out of school, you not just the knowledge, but you should be able to do things on your own. So that's why we're key into the technical education, which essentially is also placing emphasis on. So we're going to catch on it, expand it. Even from primary school, we'll catch them young. Those who have tendencies to produce, we must encourage them, we'll give them incentive so that they can go to our technical schools. There must be a bridge. And of course, to the teachers, we're going back to the days where we have teacher training colleges, and so that we will train the teachers. Because these days now, once you'll be surprised that you go to the schools, our primary schools, secondary schools, teachers, what they do is they just do their small bidding when involved in selling of petty things, So tell me, some teachers, you wonder what the impact in the students, because if you dare probably challenge them or ask them about the IQ, you'll be surprised. And these are teachers. So we need to actually do something about that. Train the trainers so that they can be impactful. Emphasis on technical education. Even our university will change the curriculum so that apart from the theory, like I said, they can be more creative. Transmission was also ensure that the infrastructure are well catered for, so that they learn where they learn, because we know that the government is doing so much, but again, we still have a lot to do in that aspect. Then, of course, the S is the security. In all of this, once you know security, you can do much. We have both the physical security and, of course, the social security. The fiscal is, of course, the role of government to protect lives and property. I believe in multiple policing. I believe that as a government, we know that we may not be able to have one police, but we should fortify, profile our local vigilante. Once you provide them, and they work hand in hand with the police. And of course, the various local governments and the kingdom, they work in synergy. So what touches one touches the other. So when there's crisis in Asaba, it should be a representative of those in Ogbanam for a quick response, so that they can put together. Like the problem I have about the herdsmen, most times we just leave them with the community to handle. But if you have cooperation from other security outfits in the surrounding villages, it becomes better for us to attend to such crises. So I believe in that. On the social, of course, I ever believe that when I become government, I also try to ensure that the issues of pensions are catered for. Because I believe that if you work, you should be able to also eat the fruits of your labor. Let's say work, shop. So we handle all of this, and of course, then the housing, and that's one of the we ensure housing security also. We'll build affordable housing for our people. I mean, so that they can have shelter over themselves. Then of course, the health aspect of it also. Our hospitals, you can see that is now a big challenge. Tourism in that sector in other countries are even bringing so much money. So we must ensure now that our hospital works. Primary health care, we must emphasize on those areas. We must support them. So, and of course, the most important one is the food security. Where comes the agriculture? That's one aspect that we must also look into, because that's the only place that can actually employ a lot of people. So we must open new lands to double our agricultural fields, encourage them, provide the seeds, so that apple can be self-sustaining and they will produce food. We will build side houses, so that when we have a bumper harvest, at least there won't be waste. There won't be lost in the part of those farmers. So that's what we were thinking of doing when we're in government. And of course, the job creation also of this present administration is one project that I like, that I'm in love with. It's time for the previous administration, and the present government has expanded it. Apart from key to it also, we also do our best to sustain and also expand it, so that we can begin to have people who become employers tomorrow. So those are things that we intend to do by the grace of God when we're in government house.